Any video game publishers out there that are looking to cash in on the superhero genre, you need to listen to me. Helldivers holds the key to the perfect co-op superhero game. Now, we all know Marvel's Avengers flopped, and it wasn't very good as a live service game. It struggled for a lot of different reasons. I've talked about that before, and I'm not going to go into it right now. But what Helldivers just brought out is the perfect basis for what an Avengers game should be, a co-op online Avengers game. Basically, all you need to do is replicate the invasion of Super Earth, but with Chitauri or Kree. And then the players are the Avengers holding out the city. So you give the players this large map to play in, a cityscape. You have civilians that are trying to escape that you have to try and rescue. The Thief soldiers in Helldivers would be shield agents and military. And then you play as Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and so on. Add more characters as time goes on. And then post-launch, you create new invasion modes with new bosses like Thanos and so on. So you kind of reverse the order that Helldivers has done things. You make the main mode, like the main meat and potatoes of the game, the invasion mode. That's how the story starts out. I mean, look at this. This is literally... That's clearly inspired by the first Avengers film with the Leviathan. So you make the main mode like an invasion mode. So the Kree have invaded. You play as the Avengers. You defend an Earth in this big, cityscape map. And then after that, post-launch, you bring out visiting other areas or visiting other planets the way you do in Helldivers, but it's Avengers missions. Main thing that Marvel's Avengers was missing was something repeatable, like a endlessly repeatable, enjoyable experience. The missions were just, drop in, drop out. The boss fights were really boring, and the only thing that kind of kept it together was the decent combat gameplay. The maps were very restrictive, so if you had an open map like this that we could fly around in as Iron Man, or get on a motorbike as Captain America and drive around, or jump across buildings as Hulk while fighting a massive enemy force like this, I'm telling you now, that would do absolute numbers. It's similar to kind of what Suicide Squad tried to do, but again, they tried to stretch it out into this story as well. And to be honest, you don't really need to go all in on a crazy story trying to make it super in depth with this kind of game. Helldivers' story is meta. The players kind of tell the story, and word of mouth spreads with all the cinematic clips, and the story is basically just defend Earth and promote democracy. And that's all it really needs to be with a superhero game as well. Defend Earth and then, fight the bad guys as the Avengers. It doesn't need to be super overcomplicated. Marvel's Avengers had a good story mode, don't get me wrong. And that was actually one of the strengths of the game, but it was, one and done. And if you want to make a long-term live service game, you need to do something that's endlessly playable and enjoyable. So yeah, that's what I think they should do. Take advantage of what Helldivers has put on the table and use that as the formula for a superhero game, and it will do well.